Single best thing and the biggest thing BEC has done for me is allowed me to become focused on what my vision is. I'm located in Capella. We live rurally, and Capella's 4 hours from Rockhampton and 3.5 hours from Mackay. So we don't have a lot of access to assistance. We have access over the internet, but the internet is not always working very well either. And the BEC has been the only company that's come out and actually visited me. So Vicky's been out here now on 3 occasions and physically been able to sit down with me and talk to me. We make everything from the ground up. It's 30 years old and I've owned it for the last nearly 3 years now. Since working with the BEC, we've gone from a small backyard business to employing 4+ employees. We've moved to a larger premises and we're now looking at wholesaling our product, and we're also looking overseas. I think the thing with Showdown is it was developed by people who loved and had a passion for their horses, so they made a product that was for their horses and suited their horses really well, and that hasn't changed. We still have the same pattern, we still make it the same, and we still have and purchase the best quality products that we can find in Australia. And if we can't find them in Australia, we will source them overseas. Thanks to the BEC, I've been able to reach my vision for Showdown, and we're now expanding the business beyond what I ever dreamed of.
I'm the owner of Aqua Farms Queensland. It's an aquaculture business based in Hervey Bay, and at the moment we produce sea cucumbers, beach demur, which we grow here in our facility in Sea Ranch on our sea ranching sites. Our main species at the moment for cash flow is Sydney rock oysters. We produce, at the moment we've got 15 million Sydney rock oyster spat in the hatchery. We're the biggest producer of Sydney rock oyster spat, single seed oyster hatchery spat in Australia. We're producing something that's carbon neutral, that's really good for the environment. It's really great for the environment, you know, and we're doing something that's environmentally sustainable. And we're producing a seafood that's of high quality. And the best thing, what we do, everything we produce here, we're taking carbon out. Personally, for me, we really appreciate having a facility like BEC that does something real for us, and it's really helped develop our business. Without help, you know, we're probably likely to go offshore. And it's really nice to have someone like BEC in Bundaberg for us. Any problems I have with any business decisions, I can always ring them up, and they're always there to help, giving us good advice.
After working with the BEC for the last 2 years, they've given us the tools to grow into the business that we are today. So we've gone from single person, being me, to 6 staff. We've got 2 full-time staff, 4 casuals, and we have 500 square metres in the Rockhampton CBD. Vicky from the BEC has been with us pretty much from the start of our business. She would come in and give us all sorts of different business advice. We rang her and made meeting times with her whenever we needed to. One of the things I liked about working with Vicky and the BEC was that I always had Vicky. There was no one else coming in her place. I didn't have to try and relay information to anyone else. She recalled every single conversation that we had. She knew where we were up to with the business. She had very clear ideas of where we were heading and what we could do to make sure that we reached our goals comfortably. BEC has given us the tools that we need to be able to grow because we were growing at an exceptional rate. They've given me the confidence as the business owner and manager to make sure that we grow while quickly at a rate that we're able to still stay in control and maintain a successful business.
We've been running this for 2 years, and prior to that, and we still do operate event catering, Bay Fusion food design, and now what we do is under one roof we provide catering and a cafe. As you can see, I love that it is unique, and you can come here and you can completely relax and you could feel like you were in Bali or somewhere tropical, because just that it's so serene and so tranquil, and I suppose it's very unique. There's no other place in Hervey Bay that offers anything like this. So we work very closely with Craig Winter. I call him the fountain of all knowledge, really, Craig, because you can ask him a question about anything and he has an answer, because at some stage in his life he's done that and he can offer you guidance. And we know Craig quite well, and I think what I really value from him is that he'll give you advice that's straight down the line, and he won't fluff it about. He'll just tell you what will work and what won't work and how it applies to you. And then when we brought the cafe, he's helped us so much more, because he's actually run his own hotel cafe type thing. So he can tell us what other people are doing and what challenges they have and what has helped them. So it's been really, really helpful. Essentially, you are outside and you are surrounded and you can see the trees and the gardens, but you're not exposed to it because you've got the marquee. And I think that that's what people are actually looking for now. They don't want to be sitting in a room in the RSL or the boat club. They want to be sitting outside and enjoying nature, and that's what we have.
So Profitability Virtual Assistance was created back in 2015, and we're on a mission to help small business owners to scale, survive and thrive in their businesses. Now, the way we do that is by assisting them with a variety of tasks. So we help them with bookkeeping and websites and admin tasks and social media. We also have more traditional virtual office services where we can share our business address with small business owners so they can, perhaps apply for local tenders, that type of thing. We also answer telephones for small business owners who are too busy or it's not safe enough for them to answer their telephone during their work day. So yeah, we assist small business owners in a variety of ways, and we're basically a personal assistant for small business owners. One thing that the BEC did do for us is we have thoroughly looked at all of our services, and there were questions and considerations at times whether the service and product range that we were offering was perhaps too much and whether we should scale that down. As it turned out, we worked out that it probably didn't need to scale back down, but we definitely had a human resources issue, so we could competently service each of our offerings. So what we did is we worked with the BEC and we worked with Vicky to get strategies on how to employ further human resources so we could continue delivering an excellent product line. So the BEC has helped me and helped our business to really lay a solid foundation of key systems and strategies that we've put in place that have allowed our business to grow and develop over time.
Boxing helps them a lot, you know, and keep them away from bad company, and you know, it helps you in making the decisions because you're in that ring on your own. You have to defend yourself and stand up for yourself. I'm the head coach of Attila Boxing Academy. I'm the trainer.
Yes, I'm on my.
He's coming. Bang.
When I started boxing, over 50 years ago, I wasn't a good boy, so one day I pulled myself up and said, you have to do something until otherwise you go down the drain. Then somebody said, oh, come to boxing, or maybe you like that. That's why I'm hooked with boxing from that day on, and it helped me a lot in life, you know. It's very important for young people. A lot of them need character. They are on a loose chain. They would do a sport, any sport, that would be great. It should be compulsory for every kid doing sport. I always mention where we are, Bundaberg Business Enterprise Center, so they helped me have that room here. I'm so happy that they're always helpful with some office work if I have to print something out. They helped me in put stuff on Facebook. It should be more advertising on what they do, and a lot of people don't know, you know, very friendly. So I approached them, and that's what it all happened. And they helped me in any way, and let me set up the gym beforehand, before the start. It was great. It made you feel good and welcome. It all makes me happy, and it makes me happy when I see everybody does something for their fitness. It's for male and female and any age, you know. And it's great. It makes me happy.
So there's three main areas that we support small businesses in. So the first of those, we've got a small business incubator here. We've got 28 professionally appointed spaces. They're provided to the small business community on really flexible and affordable terms. And the idea is that a small business that's taking that first step can come in here and feel confident that they've got a space they can work from that's away from home. The second part of what we do is the lease of our conference and training rooms here in the centre. So again, we offer them at sort of affordable and flexible rates, and we've got professionally appointed facilities. And the intent is that that's a facility for our local community to come in and use to run workshops, training, do your staff interviews, have meetings. We've got about 5 different spaces that we can lease out, just depending on what people's requirements are. And the third element of our business is our small business advisory services. So we're funded through the federal government to deliver that, and the whole purpose behind that program is to help those businesses that are needing some advice or support at whatever stage of their business life cycle they're in, to come in and talk with someone who's had experience in business, and to help them work through and troubleshoot where they're at.
Business plan is a critical part, and the most important thing about a business plan that it becomes a living document. It's not something that's put on a shelf and just forgotten about, and you keep updating a business plan. So we would be the first port of call for a new business.
So we previously lived in Bundaberg about 10 years ago, and I love it. For me, this is we've travelled all around Australia, and this region has just got so much to offer. So both from a natural aesthetics point of view, but in terms of our economy diversity and what the region and its businesses have to offer, I think this is a great place. And we understand that there's challenges also, and times are tough for a lot of businesses, but also there's a lot of positive stuff happening in this region, and the economy is showing great promise and opportunity for growth. So it's really exciting time to be part of the BEC, and we want to support all of those businesses that are trying to get out there and make it happen.